Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Kevin Harvick's Busch Light Ford Mustang for 2019. As always, take a quick look at the box. As you can see, this is our first look at the new 2019 box artwork. Mostly black with some jagged lines with a gray stripe in the middle. Got Kevin Harvick number 4, picture of Kevin right there. Down the side, you got Kevin Harvick. You got 2019 Busch Light. Got a render of the car right there. Standard finish, Lionel Racing. They made a total of 793 of these things. Stewart-Haas Racing, standard finish, Kevin Harvick. Got the features of the Mustang body on the back of the box. 2019 Action Racing collectibles. And you, of course, have your copyright and such on the bottom of the box. Decent new box artwork, but it's mostly just black, so I don't know. Anyways, here is the car itself. Our first look at the brand new Ford Mustang tool from Lionel. And I have to say, they did a fantastic job on it. Before we get into it, I just want to say something, because I have been getting multiple comments from people that are like, why isn't he reviewed a 2019 diecast? Where's all the 2019 diecast? When is he going to review a 2019 diecast? The reason I haven't reviewed a 2019 diecast is that it's June and we barely have any. If you're actually paying attention to what's been released, like legitimately released, not air freighted to the track or anything, we basically only have the Hendrick cars, most of which stay the same, and I don't care about getting any of those. We had, Kyle Larson's Credit One bank car, which I don't care about getting the 124 of. And, just now, in the last couple weeks, we finally got some Stewart-Haas Racing Mustangs. I don't know if they, delayed some of them to add the things like the new spoiler and the splitter, because they actually are updating the splitter for, the Camaro and the Toyota, too. But, I mean, even in Authentics, this is really the only Mustang we got in Authentics so far is this one. But I think there might be one in Wave 4, but Wave 4 is just now starting to show up. But like I said, I don't know why 2019 cars are so slow, but we don't have any Penske cars, we don't have any RCR cars, we don't have any Joe Gibbs Racing cars, we don't have any Bubba's Petty cars. There's barely any 2019 stuff out, so that's why I haven't reviewed anything yet. This year they didn't have the 15 different primaries at Daytona, during Daytona, or released around Daytona. I finally pretty much only got this one just because I wanted to take a look at the new Mustang body. I don't even know when, like I said, I'm going to get Logano's Shell Pennzoil Mustang and Brad Keselowski's Miller Lite Mustang and everything, so whenever those come out, I'll review those too, but I think they're supposed to come out within the next month or something, but like I said, as of recording this video, there's barely any 2019s out. That's why I've not reviewed any. But anyways, let's do a quick 360 of the car on a lighter note. I think I even had one person say they're going to stop watching until I review a 2019 car. You people not paying attention to what's actually getting released right now? I do think it's going to be one of those weird things where some cars are going to come out within the next couple weeks with the new splitter and everything on a Chevy or Toyota, and then 3 months from now we'll have just one random car come out that has the old splitter for some reason. But anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have Busch Light. I do enjoy that there's a metallic silver outline to the Busch Light logo. If I can actually get the light on that, but it's actually metallic silver, which is pretty nice. Got Ford Mustang number 4, Stewart-Haas Racing. Down the side, you got Busch Light. Got Jimmy John's, Haas, and Mobil 1 back there. In front of the rear wheel, you got a Busch Light can. You got Exalta and Rush truck centers. Got Mobil 1 on the C post, and on the B post you got Ford, Mobil 1, Haas, and Hunt Brothers Pizza. Has your regular contingencies and such around there. On the back bumper you got Busch Light. Got number 4 and you got the Michigan Ford license plate. Got Busch Light again on the deck lid, and you've got Jimmy John's on the roof. This is number 717. The roof number also has that metallic silver stuff. That is really cool. I don't know if this car actually has that every week, because that seems like one of those things they would do for the night races, to have some of the decals reflect a little bit. Anyways, got the same stuff down the other side. Let's take a look under the hood if it wants to open, which it does not, of course. Gonna have problems with the Mustang hood's opening now. Anyways, there's the underside of the hood. See, it says powered by Ford, and you got Mobil 1 and Haas. No Busch logo. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. Obviously no deck lid. Roof flaps, of course, still do open. And there is the underside of the car if you want to see that. So now let's talk about the forward body. Like I said, they did a fantastic job on the molding. Like, this car looks great. I honestly can't think of anything they screwed up on this mold. All the proportions are there, the sizing, how wide the body is, just looks fantastic. I also do like now that we do have this, we finally fixed, I mean, it still sticks up a tiny bit, but we kind of did fix that forward issue, because if you remember all the fusions, the back end of the hood would always be sticking up for some reason. This one's much better. It's nice and flush now, but so I'm glad they finally fixed that. Only took them like 2 fusions to fix that. This side is actually molded in with that decal, so the door does have the molding there. I do love that they did actually mold the taillights. That's something I don't think a lot of people have realized, that the Mustang Dixie does have molded taillights and ridged taillights. I really do enjoy that, and I'm glad Lionel actually did that. You see that it's actually pretty solid around the edge of the deck lid too. There's a few little flaws, but like right there, but hopefully they fix that, and hopefully now that the fact that the you know, they have a nice little black box to put logos in, we're not gonna have any of those Roush cars that just have it gigantic over the side and bending down over here and stuff. They always do with the fusions. There's the new spoiler also, which it actually is a new spoiler. I kind of want to point out, because some people are just like, oh, they probably just dug out that 2014 spoiler again, but I compared this next to one of those old spoilers, and it actually is, like, smaller. It is a brand new spoiler mold. They didn't just copy-paste the old spoiler, or the big spoiler with the clear part on it. So that's worth pointing out. Basically, the top is still the Fusion top, but I do hate all those people that are just like, it's just a Fusion with new decals. How lame. And it's just like, this, literally the entire body is different. The only part that's the same is the greenhouse. But that's NASCAR for you. That's pretty much how all of them have been. Like, the Chevy Camaro has the SS greenhouse, and the Toyota Camry's probably kept the same greenhouse for pretty much all their cars so far. Nothing worth pointing out with this car is I do like that they kind of, this one they kind of like cheat trimmed it out and kept it for some reason. If you remember, right around the time of like the cheat trim stuff last year, suddenly Kevin Harvick's car switched to a black side skirt. If you remember, the regular Busch car had like a gold side skirt, and this one had kind of like a gray silver side skirt. So that one randomly switched to black, and then they randomly had like, oh, what's this? Some really dark shading in the mountains and stuff right around where they were cheat trimming. And then, oh, what's this? More dark shading right around where they were cheat trimming. Even around the back corners. I don't know why they would keep that this year. Especially because NASCAR kind of caught on to the cheat trim, but some people think that maybe now it's like a distraction. They're going to think they're going to be cheating there, or NASCAR will think a team is cheating there and they're not when they're really cheating something else. Kind of like how Kevin Harvick had that, like, the Mobil 1 car last year where they just randomly made, like, the back bottom part black out of nowhere around the cheat trim time, especially around the playoffs. Everyone's like, that seems suspicious, and then it's like, oh, no, it's legal. Oh, what do you know? Harvick cheated his, you know, deck lid and spoiler at Texas. I do really like this car. Except this paint scheme is really nice with all the, like, mountains and the forest and the trees and stuff that are faded into the background. It's really cool. This year they've also been hiding stuff in those mountains and everything. Everywhere they go, they've hidden imagery of, like, the place they are. Like, he ran this Busch Light car just in Michigan last week, and it had, like, the original Ford Detroit car and, like, some, like, Detroit landmarks and stuff, and, like, in Michigan and overall. Like, he ran the regular Busch car in Atlanta. It had, like, Georgia peaches and things. Really cool idea. I hope they continue it throughout the year. Although the one downside to that is that it does kind of make the diecast inaccurate. I'm kind of hoping if Harvick wins this year, he does win in one of these location-based cars, just so we get a, you know, diecast with all those little hidden imagery. That'd be kind of fun to look for all the stuff inside the diecast. But he's had it like 4 or 5 times this year, I think. Like, he did it at Atlanta, he did it at Kansas, he did it at Michigan, he did it at... I don't think Pocono had it because he had that weird Father's Day car, but I don't know. If you want this car, it is a brand new release. You can get it right now. I would say it's worth checking out. Just take a look at this awesome Mustang. So the next 2019 car I'm reviewing is probably not going to be until like Logano's Shell Pennzoil or Brad's Miller Lite or Blaney's PPG or something. One of the Penske cars, I would imagine, because I might get one of those RCR gold cars, the 50th anniversary gold cars, but they kind of don't look very good, so I don't know. I'll have to see one of those in person before I decide I'm going to pick it up or not. But anyways, I think that's pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of Kevin Harvick's Busch Light Ford Mustang from 2019. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.